And this is going to be a match on Alkaline, in PvZ, as you can see it. I am playing someone from Brazil. So basically it's going to be pretty standard. I'm going to get a gateway on 9, or gateway as soon as I can. I actually do pylon block because I want to figure out when this goes down, and I don't want to really take this until... So I didn't, and normally don't really want to pylon block all the time, but yeah, it helps. So he does scout this, which is kind of strange that he does scout it. My 3 zealots. Normally when you see 3 zealots, you don't, or at least my army, you don't want to. You want to kind of get yourself ready for protection. He didn't have an army at the time. Trying to take out the spine crawler. Can't do that. He's gonna rotate. He's gonna move his queen back. Nope. Yeah, there he is. So I lose 3 zealots for 10 zerglings. Not really much. So minus the pylon, I'd be ahead in units lost, but you know. Make sure all my units are on hold position. So there we go. I'm gonna kind of follow the camera a little bit. It is on, I think it's on faster times 2. I'm not sure. As I do turn off the replay timer. So I do hear the rocks being destroyed. So as long as you have like a building that hovers over the rocks, so you can hear. So I'm gonna wall it off just in case. I don't think he ever had vision of that. So I'm gonna cancel the gateway. And I open my wall just for a second, and then they rush in to scout my base, which there's not really much in there. I'm just kind of hiding a lot of my tech. So I'm gonna drop a couple of 3 gateways and a Twilight Council. The reason for the Twilight Council, I'm seeing lings, no roaches. So I'm like, okay, there's something going on that I'm not. So I'm gonna go straight to Archons. So as we see that I'm actually still looking for. So I'm getting charged on the way. I've got my I got my Templar Archives on the way. So I'm building up gas. I'm only building zealots. I'm actually taking out these rocks, but only for the fact that way I don't have to deal with them later on. And then I see, oh, he must have taken an expansion because there's a creep. So I'm trying to get charge going. I do get a robo just because I see roaches. But as I click on them, I'm not seeing any upgrades. No +1, no armor, no nothing. So okay, you must be going mutas because there's no way you can get roaches, or maybe his timing for him getting those upgrades is off. Either way, I'm just trying to figure out what his strategy is. So now I'm gonna push these zealots and I'm just gonna ignore them because once I'm more worried about trying to get this base up and microing a bunch of charge lots. I just kind of want to see. So I do click on them. I'm like, okay, and I was right about the mutas. So I may lose the zealots, but I do gain at least some information on what kind of build he has going for him. So there's the mutas. I'm trying to get my Archon's up. I got some Stalkers warping in. Just because I need Stalkers. I've got no cannons protecting my main. I need my pylon, so I'm just gonna doing everything I can. So I'm still building up my forces. Transferring down a whole bunch of workers because I was at 30 workers for one of my expansions, so I'm just gonna split them up pretty evenly. I'm just tempted to kind of ignore that, just for the fact that I can't. So okay, Spire, Hydrogen. Then his mutas disappeared. I'm kind of wondering why. I guess he brought them back for the fact that there was zealots in his main, or in his third. So, basically that's everything I did for a Zealot Archon build, and the scouting was because of the fact that I didn't even use this as bird. Really kind of get an idea of what he was teching to. I just knew that, okay, he's got no upgrades on any of his units. So, like, if I click on this queen, he's got no upgrades on the queen. Did he actually get +1? No. So, I was at 2-2. He had no armor, no attack upgrades for any of his units. So that gives me a big advantage over that. And then he has this bank, which I'm kind of confused about, with 16 larvae, so he could build a bunch of Zerglings, but I don't think that'd do much. So he lost 30 mutas, 10 overlords, 8 roaches, 5 queens, 1 hydra. Okay, that, and 83 lings, and so I don't know. He just didn't have any real composition against this. Had I been sticking straight to the robo, I probably would have not have made it. But just for the fact that I kept doing these warp end cycles, even if it's like 3 or 4 zealots, just to take out like a couple of drones and maybe a queen, it is worth it, because then you can kind of figure out whether or not they're what kind of tech path they're going, because that's one reason I got the robotics, is to get A, an observer, and B, start pumping out immortals if I need to get immortals, and Colossus if I need to get Colossus. But I didn't really have to, since I was able to get my charge lot Archons ready to go. So anyways, hope you enjoyed, and have a good day.